Okay, it says I'm live. Hey everyone, I am Elka Bostwick and I am a founding member with Pottery. And I'm excited to come to you guys today to talk about anxiety. It's a real thing. And the 4th of July is coming up and summer storms are here and everything is shifting. And there's a lot of changes that happen in people's homes throughout the year. And I want to talk about anxiety because it's right here and it's right now. So, if you have a pet that has ever had anxiety, I want to hear about it. This is my first time going live in a couple of different places. So, I just need to make sure that I am there. And because I've been known to go live in places that I have no business going live. And looks like we're here. So, let's go ahead and let's dive in. Let's dive into this. So, anxiety, it's a very real thing for some dogs and cats. And in fact, 1 in 3 dogs and cats show signs of anxiety. If you have a pet that has faced this, I would definitely love to hear. So, what are some of the common signs of anxiety? Let's share. Um, So, barking and howling when the owner isn't home. Have you ever had a neighbor that has kind of stepped in and said, "Your dog does nothing but bark from the time that you are gone"? This might be a sign of anxiety. Panting and pacing, even when it's hot, right? Panting and pacing can be a sign of anxiety. If you're in your house and it is cool as a cucumber, and or you're in the car and they are panting and pacing, this is a sign of anxiety. Shivering, hiding, these are signs of anxiety. Running away and or cowering in the corner of the house, those are signs of anxiety. What about escaping the yard? Do you guys have any pets? And this one isn't always an anxiety, but it's a pretty common sign. Escaping the yard or the house can be a sign of anxiety. Digging in your house. They can sometimes just grab the carpet and start digging. That's a sign of anxiety. If they are digging lots of holes in your backyard, it can be signs of boredom and anxiety. Now, again, I'm only talking about the anxiety side of some of these things. I understand that some of these can be from other issues, but these can be common signs. Destroying furniture or behavior. I actually have a neighbor across the street that I gave some of these solutions to, because she has a white American lab who literally, when she would leave the house, would tear the blinds off of the very front. And my neighbor next door would call me and be like, "Hey, Luna's at it again. She left and forgot to kennel her up." But actually, what we found out is she was escaping from the kennel and ripping the blinds off of all the windows in the house that she could be in. So the owner was taking those precautions, and she didn't realize that this was separation anxiety. And so I was able to go over and have a conversation with her. Self-harm, including excessive licking or chewing. Now, self-harm isn't the same as it is with humans. This can just be raw, where they lick and lick and lick. Sometimes they lick carpet, they lick walls, they lick furniture, they lick themselves. Couches. I know sometimes when Cedar gets anxiety, he will actually sit and he's a higher anxiety Labrador. He'll lick the arm of my couch until it is not leather anymore. It does happen. Not eating is another sign. And if you're on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching in from. I would love to hear about your fur babies. And so not eating is also another sign of anxiety. Excessive barking and meowing. So sometimes when we go out of town, I will have my neighbor, she'll come over and watch Olive, my kitty. And this depends of even if we have the dogs here or she's here by herself. When my neighbor comes over to feed and clean out the litter box and give her some loves, because I love my neighbor. We share back and forth taking care of each other's fur babies. She'll say that she'll walk in the house and Olive will sit and she will howl and howl. And I mean howl like a kitty howl, right? Loud meowing, and she'll bellow all over. If she walks downstairs, she'll bellow and she'll come up because she's looking for me. And this is Olive's sign of separation anxiety. Now, my dogs and my cats don't have separation anxiety from like thunderstorms and things like that, including fireworks. My pets don't have those issues, but some of your pets might have those. So let's talk about more common signs: aggression, repetitive and compulsive behavior, urinating more frequently, sometimes outside of the litter box. If your dog has like one spot in the house that they frequently go to the bathroom in, that can be anxiety. General inability to just settle and relax, that can be a sign of anxiety. Lip licking. I actually have a friend's dog that she'll just sit and she'll lick the lips and she'll yawn, lick the lips and yawn whenever she has strangers that come over to the house. Looking away, right? A pet that kind of is like got one eye. I know you can't see me very well, but they've got one eye towards you and they're kind of looking away. A lot of pets that go to the vet, this is probably one of the most common signs of anxiety when a pet goes to the vet. They'll look at you kind of with the side eye and they're like, no, and that's fear and anxiety. And they're just like, I don't know what to do. And they're trying to just keep their bodies from having these anxiety attacks, right? And then again, not using the litter box. I believe we already covered that one. So, there are lots of options that you have for anxiety, and I want to share some of the options that I have learned over the years. So, I spent 20 years as a veterinary technician in the vet industry, and 8 years ago, I was able to retire and step into pottery full time. So, pottery, pet nutrition is definitely my full time avenue for income and life itself, and so I get to educate everything that I learned in the vet industry, I now get to bring it into this realm. And so these are some of the most common things that that I have learned over the years that help ease pets' anxiety. Exercise the heck out of your pets. Take them to the park, run them in your backyard, take them for the longest walk they've ever been on. Literally exert them. And I will tell you, if you have two-legged children that have anxiety, physical exhaustion is the best way to find mental clarity. And that also goes for your fur babies. So if you've never experienced that, try it out, but definitely exercise, because when your pet has mental clarity from getting that physical energy out, right? They actually can become clear and decide if these emotions are real or not, and they will have less anxiety from thunderstorms and stress. Now, I understand if there's a thunderstorm and your pet is, you know, you can't go exercise it. But if you know that something is coming, like you're having a big house party, or you're gonna, stranger danger, right? House party, or you're gonna have fireworks or something that you know that's coming, take these extra steps to help your pet. So exercise, exercise, exercise. I cannot advocate for that one enough. Humans and pets don't get enough exercise. Physical contact. You and your pets, actually several pets out there, their love language is physical contact. And this physical contact is super calming. I have my cat Olive is my, emotional support pet, but I also have my husband who's my emotional support human. And I say that all of the time, right? Because depending on what situation that our pets are in, physical contact and massage can actually be a big game changer. So I will, if you guys are interested, if anybody's interested, comment below. But I can actually talk to you guys about some of the different massage techniques that will help calm your pet's energy, calm your pet's, different chakra systems in the body. And these are things that you can do to help relax and ease that, is physical contact. And sometimes just putting your hand on them, knowing that they're safe and they're okay, is the biggest thing to make a significant difference in a stressful situation with anxiety. And this also goes from going to the groomer, this goes, vet's office. All of these techniques can be used at any time. Music therapy. I will tell you that Cedar loves music therapy. His soul is divinely connected to music. And I don't know if any of you guys believe that, but whenever music is on, it distracts Cedar from the outside world. If I am in my Jeep, now, if I take Cedar and I get in my Jeep and I go and I drive around town and I run errands, Cedar is fine. Okay. But if we get in the Jeep and my husband gets in the Jeep and my husband says the word camping, holy cow, Cedar loses his mind. And his anxiety comes from being so excited. Um, so excited, he starts panting, he'll throw up, he'll bark so much he'll actually regurgitate his food. He gets extreme anxiety because he's so excited to get out of the house because he knows that he's going camping or somewhere with Brad. So Brad and Cedar, their souls are connected. And so anytime Cedar has anything to do with Brad, then I turn on the radio. So for instance, 90% of the time, I'm just going to use this as an example, when we go camping or we're hunting or we're leaving for the weekend and Cedar gets to come with us, um, he always goes in my Jeep if we're driving two vehicles. Okay. And if he knows that Brad's in front of us or Brad's behind us, he literally just loses his mind, and music calms his soul. I literally will turn on calming music, not like classical, but if you can find a lot of calming alternatives. And Cedar will actually, along with my natural solution I'm going to share today, it'll usually calm Cedar down enough to get us through sometimes a 4 to 5 hour drive, because we take all our dogs with us everywhere. Everywhere. Now, Tukey, on the other hand, he could give a crap less. He could sit in the front seat. He could sit on Brad's lap. He could sit on my lap while he was driving. He doesn't care. He's just like, hey, I'm happy with life. I don't have that worry with Tukey. But Cedar loves music therapy. If we leave him home and I leave the TV on, I'll turn on Pandora on our fridge. Yes, our fridge plays music, and it usually will help Cedar. Time out. Now, time out kind of seems like a punishment, right? But time out can be very relaxing in a kennel. So if you just put your pet out of the situation and you put him in a kennel, you take a blanket and you put the blanket over the kennel, a lot of the times that will provide a safe haven. Now, not all pets who were trained, not kennel trained, may not be able to do this, but sometimes just putting your pet in a timeout to exit things, to calm the mind, to get them away from all of the crazy energy that's in the room or in the situation. I know that a lot of the times before you take your pet to the vet, if you kennel them for an hour to keep them calm, take them to the vet and actually bring them home and keep them in their kennel and put them, kind of in a timeout area for an hour, give their bodies a time to relax from the situation. And I call that timeout. And this will help your fur babies. Calming shirts and calming coats. That's another great alternative. If you haven't seen those, there's a lot of them online, Amazon, and everywhere else. I can post to some of my favorite ones in the comments if you guys are interested. I just get them off of Amazon. Lots of different kinds. And then there's those alternative therapies like acupuncture. If your pet is constantly, I love the Eastern medicine in this department. I love the acupuncture. There are so many natural supplements that are out there. If you guys have never heard of Rescue Remedy is another awesome alternative that makes a significant difference. So let's go into this a little bit about some of the things that we can do to help. I know we went over a few of them, but I'm just going to talk about a few more. So the tight clothing, one of the things I was going to say, like swaddling an infant, this is great. But then on the other hand, who wants to wear tight clothing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? So this is great for a short anxiety driven situation, or if the anxiety is too bad, put it on. But for day after day after day, it would be uncomfortable to wear something that applies so much pressure to the body. There are diffusers with essential oils or pheromones. Now you will want to talk to a professional about essential oils and which ones are going to be best for your pets, especially if you have dogs and cats in the homes. There are lots of different pheromones that you can diffuse that will also help in that aspect of things. And then, of course, there are medications prescribed by your veterinarian. Some of these things work, but medications often have their drawbacks. These are full of fillers, right? And medications often have side effects that many pet parents don't always want to give their pet parents these drugs full of fillers that have these different side effects, which we're not going to go into. The oils and the pheromones are only good if the pet stays in the room with the diffuser. So if you have a pet with a kennel that's in the back room and they're not in the same room as the diffuser, then that's not going to be very helpful. Or if you have a large home and you have one diffuser and your pet is all over the home, it still may not help. So you want to just be thoughtful of these things. And, again, how many hours do you want tight clothing on your body? Sometimes this can be really hard. Now, if you guys have any questions, please comment and let me know. But let's talk about some supplements. Let's talk about some natural supplements that are going to help. You want to look for something that, with ingredients that are going to relieve anxiety and stress, that's going to alleviate nausea. Nausea and anxiety are like two. They're like right together. I'll tell you. You want something that's going to help calm the mind and even increase brain cells and levels of serotonin. Now, licking can be, if you ever see a pet, you remember when I said excessive licking? Licking actually brings on serotonin levels in the mind, and that's why pets do that. And you also want something that's going to promote relaxation, which ultimately is sleeping. And so I'm really excited to share with you a couple of alternatives that I have. Now, a couple of these are definitely something that are going to be a little different than Western medicine, right? These are natural options. Natural options are a trial and seeing if it works, right? It's going to be consistency. It's going to be, staying on top of things. And Tuki's already over here begging me for some. So I'll give Tuki some so you guys can see. In fact, here, let me see if I can stop for a second. Okay, Tuki, come here. Now, this is called chillax. There's chillax large for larger breeds, and there's chillax for small. Tuki, come here. Here. Tuki loves the chillax. Now, he doesn't need the chillax, but Tuki loves our chillax. And I don't know if you can see, this is, I don't know if that's clearing up, but it's a cute little heart shape. It actually breaks super easy, so you can break it up over the food. Now, what I love about this is this has hemp seed oil. Oh, puppy, don't put thank you. This has hemp seed oil, hemp seed powder, chamomile, passion flower, ginger. It has L-tryptophan, valerian root, magnesium, lavender, and melatonin in it. So super all natural and effective. And I love chillax. Now, chillax is awesome, but let me ask you, and I would love for you to comment in the chat box, or you can even send me a private message after this live. And if you're watching the replay, hit #replay. But if you look at these are going to naturally calm your pet with all of the ingredients in it, right? It just is a natural solution. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe is your fur baby's anxiety? 10 being super destructive, super off the charts, ripping blinds off the house type of destruction. And then 1 being like, it's there's some tendencies, it's situational, it's not an everyday thing. That's going to be more like a 1. So here's my question on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad is your pet's anxiety? And I'm going to share with you why. Because this is designed specifically as a calming aid, this chillax. Great for cats, great for dogs. My cat actually loves this, Olive. I just break it up over her food and put some paw pairings over the top. She gobbles all of it down like it was nothing. She does really great with it. So if your pet has a fear that is 1 to 5, chillax is the perfect supplement. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and share this. It looks like Mandy, she's watching us from YouTube. Oh, so she says 5 during fireworks and bad thunderstorms. So with that being said, having a full dose of chillax every 12 hours is going to be sufficient for your pet. Make sure that if this is something you want to try, you try this beforehand, not with it happening. So if let's say the 4th of July is coming and you're going to want to start giving this the second. You're going to want to give it for a few days before and give it for a few days afterwards so that it's effectively, consistently in your pet's system because it's natural. It's not like a prescribed medication that you get in the store, or anything like that, that they take it in 45 minutes that are zonked out, right? This is a natural solution with that's a little bit different. So keep that in mind. Now, what if your fur babies, unlike Mandy, is a 5 or above, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, and you're super destructive with everything? I have another supplement I highly recommend that you try. This is CBD Mega. Now, if there was some sort of magical pill that you could take to enjoy overall vitality, wouldn't you want to take it, right? That's kind of CBD. CBD is going to really make a significant difference in combination with the chillax. This CBD is going to supercharge the chillax. So anything from a 5 or above in the anxiety range for your baby, you're going to want to have both of these on hand, and you're going to give both of them consecutively while the stressful situation is going on, during a storm, fireworks, veterinary clinics, grooming. It doesn't matter what it is, but a combination of both of these together. Now, the CBD is not going to give your pet anxiety relief by itself. It's just not. But it's going to supercharge whatever supplement you give with it. And this is how I always recommend it to all of my customers and my clients, is very much so. This is going to help calming aches and discomfort, joints, immune system, cognitive function. And here comes, okay, you want to show everybody you like the CBD too? Come on. Okay. Tuki loves the CBD as well. And these are like this crazy green shape. I'm not very good at this camera stuff, but he loves them. Okay, you got to get down. Okay, I got to give Cedar one. Cedar, come here. Come on. Come on. Okay, here's Cedar. Cedar's going to show that he loves the CBD too. Okay, get down. My boys absolutely love these products. You can add them to the food every 12 hours if needed. You can give them just on, situationals, but definitely if you have a pet. No, Tuki, you don't get to come back up and have more. You have had enough for today. We don't need you any calming. You're already kind of a calm dog. So again, 1 through 5, you're just going to want to focus on chillax. If it's a 5 to 10, you're going to want to have a combination of CBD and chillax to help your fur baby. And then my last product is a CBD chillax bone. This is like a chillax to the max. And so when they're stressed out, remember when I said that licking produces serotonin and releases endorphins that actually calm the fur baby? This is a CBD bone. These are long-lasting nyla bones. They're super hard, and they're coated with a clear, soluble CBD herbal supplement, and it's kind of like an oral delivery, right? The CBD is gradually released as your dog chews or licks the bone. The bone has a glossy appearance. I don't know if you can really see it, but it has this glossy appearance. The lighting isn't probably the best in my house. But this is really awesome because this is, I don't know, it doesn't really have a smell, but this is a minty CBD bone. And as long as the bone is shiny, there is CBD available for consumption. So don't forget to look in the nooks and crannies, right? But CBD is an extract from the hemp plant and is also known for a variety of therapeutic effects. Our CBD absolutely does not contain any psychoactive ingredients that make your dog high. And in fact, if you want some more details about our CBD, I'm happy to send you some information about it. It's made in the US, organic, GMO free. All of our supplements are also governed by the NAC, the NASC, which is the National Association, the National Animal Supplement Control, National Animal Supplement Control. All of our products are governed by them, but if you want some more details on all of our CBD and our products, I'm happy to let you send those to you. But what I love about these, here, come here, Tuki, come here. So with this CBD bone, Tukey loves it. Tukey has really strong jaws. And he absolutely does so well. And this is also great for Cedar because when I put him in the kennel in the back of the Jeep, and I need him to calm down and I've got his music therapy going, this CBD bone has been such a savior because he'll just put it between his paws and he'll lick it and he'll chew on it the entire drive down. And so regardless of where your pet's anxiety is on a scale of 1 to 10, you can always add a CBD bone to the mix. And these are my 3 favorite products to help your fur babies during these stressful times. But I also want you to know that I'm here to support you no matter what avenue you choose to take with your fur babies. And I have a couple of different incentives for you guys today. So if you're looking for one of these and you just want to try these, first and foremost, know that all of Patry's products are 100% money back guarantee. So if you're not satisfied with one or any of our products, I can get your money back at 100% of the product price, which is invaluable, right? How often can you go and you try something and not be happy with it and get a return back on it? Well, Patry offers that. You also get me as your pet pro. If you need help, I'm here to help support you. Make sure that if you need ideas to give it right, sometimes giving you supplements, pets are going to be like, whoa, what is that? I'm not doing it. I have been through it all with your fur babies and I can give you tons of ideas. And so I have a couple of different options. First and foremost, if you are a brand new customer and you want to try these products, I want you to send a text message. And this information is listed in the description of the Facebook Live, either on YouTube as well as Facebook. I want you to text the word coupon to 801-851-1171. And I will text you. You'll get this is my personal cell phone number. I will text you back with the coupon code to go ahead and place an order of these products. And or if you're an existing customer and these are like definitely go-tos for you, I want you to text me gift card and I will send you a $10 gift card off of your purchase of your products, your chillax or anxiety driven products that you're looking for today. And you can text that same number that's listed in the description of this live because I want to help support you to try these products. Not only as a discount, but also give you the opportunity to know that I am here to support you and your fur babies throughout their life. If you want to try all 3 of these products, we actually have in the link of the description, if you go into it, we have some solution sets. They're actually discounted. So they're already marked down from the original price that all 3 of these cost. And then you also get to use either the $10 gift card or the 20% off coupon, and you get to have them at even a greater deal. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope it gives you a whole bunch of natural alternatives and helpful to the signs of anxiety. I did have a comment from Manny that said, I would love to learn more about the pet massage. So it looks like that will be a part of our future lives that I will be doing. I would love to share with you guys the pet's chakras, as well as how to apply enough pressure and physical touch. So if your pet is, all about the physical, what is it? The love language, physical touch. I will be going live soon with that as well, Mandy. I've also had a couple of how do you clean ears, how do you trim nails. All of those things are coming as well. But today is all about anxiety. So if you know a pet that has anxiety, tag them, send them this video. If you yourself have a pet with anxiety and you have questions, send me a private message. You can find me on Facebook as Elka Bostwick and or my business page. And I hope that this was helpful. So if this was helpful for today, drop some paw prints down and come back and catch my next live. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Peace out like trout. Kiss all those fur babies on the snout. Have a beautiful day.